Story time on why my parents didn't want me to date this man right here. So basically, I had just gotten out of a really toxic relationship. I was heartbroken, and my parents didn't ever want to see me heartbroken again. So when this very beautiful man came into my life, they were like, "Who is this man?" And I was like, "Well, he's just a friend." And they were like, "Okay, well,
best friends.
Well, as long as he's just a friend, that's fine." And I was like, "Yes, he's just a friend. Don't worry, Dad. Don't worry, Mom. You're never gonna see me heartbroken again." And then, 1 month passes on because that's pretty much how long it lasted, our best friend phase. And I was like, well, I'm really into him and I really like him and now we're dating, and now they're like, okay. I mean, they didn't think it was anything serious. They thought it would just be like a crush that I would get over and eventually would just break up or whatever, and I didn't care. Essentially, they just wanted me to focus on my career and completely forget about guys, which is totally understandable,
Understandable.
I would probably say the same thing to my child. So fast forward a couple months later, the pandemic hits, a few months later, and I decided I want to move in with Dontai, and that's when they freaked out. So they're like, "What do you mean you want to move in with Dontai? Like, you're not going to move in with Dontai, you're our little angel. Like, everything in your life is going to change when you move in with someone," which is very true.
Very true.
But it changed for the better. They thought it was going to change for the worse, but it changed for the better. Essentially, the way, now they love him and they love us and all of that. Dontai has had to prove himself and prove to my parents that he's not a bad boy and he wasn't going to break my heart and that he truly had my best interest at heart. But essentially, I just had to sit down with my dad and say, "Trust me to make the right decision." I said, "Dad, trust me to make the right decision." He was like, "No." And I think he even called you and he was like, "You're not the right man for my daughter."
Yeah.
At one point, he basically said to him, like, "You guys aren't ready to be together, but sure, do what..."
Bro.
He was like, "Sure, do whatever you want to do." So in the end, we proved my parents wrong. We proved them that moving in together made us stronger than ever, both in our relationship and in our career. And pretty much, we just shut them up and now they have nothing to say but "we love you."
2.5 years in, engaged, we got a dog, we got an apartment.
I'm gonna get married soon.